Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good afternoon. Welcome to the Gardens Arena, home of the Warroad Warriors, as we get you set for Warroad and the North Shore Storm coming up here on KQ92 and your live event. Again, it's the Warroad Warriors hosting the Storm at the 7A. Number 14th ranked Storm versus the number 1 ranked Warriors in Division A. Coming up here on KQ92, and we're welcoming our friends watching on yourliveevent.com as well, and to our friends listening on our KQ92 app, KKWQ app, and online at KQ92.com. We welcome everyone in here to the Gardens Arena as we're here center ice getting set for the Warriors and the Storm. A final game of the girls tournament here, the girls side of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. And Warroad, winners of their first 2 games against Crookston on Monday and Albert Lee yesterday. North Shore, winners of their first 2 games as well. The Storm taking down Albert Lee there on Monday and Crookston yesterday in overtime. There in overtime as a part of the second game of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic there for North Shore. Should be a fun one here from the Gardens this afternoon. Both teams on hot winning streaks. Warriors winners of 10 in a row. Storm winners of 8 in a row. So after the Storm started off the year with a couple losses, they won 6 straight games leading up to this Holiday Classic tournament here in Warroad. And after their first 2 wins in the tournament over Albert Lee and Crookston, they've now won 8 in a row, have the Storm. And after last week being ranked number 15, they have moved up to 14, 1 spot as far as that goes from last week, especially, and most likely moving up even more next week, especially after beating ranked number 7 as of Monday, Albert Lee. They beat them on Monday by a score of 4-1. So North Shore comes in just about as hot as any team out there in Warroad and the Storm. One of those win streaks is going to be snapped today, and it'll be the Warroad Warriors and the North Shore Storm. That's coming up next on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now with Hyundai Construction Equipment.
Back here at the Gardens Arena, home of the Warriors here, and they're getting ready to host the North Shore Storm coming up here on KQ92 and your live event. We had a chance to catch up with Coach David Marvin for the Warroad Warriors. I had a chance to catch up with him and talk about the tournament so far, catch his thoughts on that, and also get his thoughts on what Warroad needs to do today. Warroad yesterday in their game against Albert Lee, after a 7-0 win over Crookston Monday, Albert Lee posed a little bit of some challenges to the Warriors yesterday. They still were able to hang 5 goals there on the Tigers, but some good defense by the Tigers in that one. And Warroad just struggled a little bit on offense. Coach Marvin did say that he thinks that they left a few points out there, thought that they could have had a better performance there on the offensive side. And so we're going to bring you that conversation here in just a moment. For North Shore, after the 4-1 win over Albert Lee on Monday, an impressive win over the Tigers. Yesterday went into overtime against the Crookston Pirates, tied at 2. And the winning goal there scored by Reese Costley, who also scored Monday against Albert Lee. And number 7, the junior Reese Costley had a pretty good start to this tournament. 2 goals. Berkeley Hoff as well, leading the team in scoring. Here are a lot of those two, a couple of those star forwards for the Storm. North Shore, well-coached team, coached by Mike Hoff, out of the Independence Conference, and a record of 11-4. So 2 less wins, 2 more losses than Warroad. 11-4 for North Shore, 13-2 for Warroad. But a number 1 Warroad Warriors and the number 14 North Shore Storm coming up. And we're going to go ahead and take you to our conversation with Coach Marvin. We caught up with him. We'll bring that to you now.
And welcome back to the KQ92, your live event pregame show. We're here with Coach Marvin for the Warroad girls. Coach, against Albert Lee yesterday, it was a 5-2 final score there against a good ranked opponent in the Tigers. How did it feel to pick up that win the second day of the tournament?
Yeah, I thought we had a good effort. That Albert Lee was played hard against us. They really clogged up the middle and made it difficult. We had a lot of zone time, and they just kind of clogged up the middle and circled the wagons a little bit on us. And we had a lot of opportunities. I think their goaltender played well. I thought we had enough opportunities for the score to be quite a bit bigger. But give them credit; they competed real hard against us.
Yeah, and so you mentioned they kind of posed some struggles to you there offensively. In what ways do you feel like you guys were able to overcome those and still come away with the win there?
Well, I just think shift after shift we worked hard and we spent a lot of time in their end. And if you do that, eventually good things are going to happen. And I thought I thought we played hard. Like I said, seems like sometimes we're hitting crossbars or missing the net or just off just a little bit from really opening the lead up a little bit. But Albert Lee plays hard and they got a gritty group of players and kept the score close.
Yeah. North Shore is the opponent today in the Storm. They come in winners of 8 in a row, and they've looked strong here as of late, and they're a well-coached team. Mike Hoff, head coach there for the Storm. In what ways do you feel like you could take advantage of them today and come away with your 11th straight?
Well, I guess we'll see. I think it's another game where we have more depth, and hopefully that plays a role. They'll play their top players quite a bit. I hope we can have some of the same success we've had the last couple of days of getting everybody going, and maybe we'll be tested a little more defensively, and that's okay too. We're ready for that.
Yeah. In what ways do you feel like what would it mean for you guys to get a win and come away with a championship here at the tournament here, the Holiday Classic?
Well, yeah, winning the tournament is nice and all that, but more importantly for our team is just taking positive steps forward and keep playing well, keep building. We've got last game of the year here at 25, and we got a very busy, very tough January coming up. So it would be nice to go out. Close 2025 off with a win today.
Coach Marvin for the Warroad girls. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck today.
All right, thank you.
That was Coach David Marvin here as a part of the KQ92, your live event pregame show. 45 seconds until we get the teams back out here. Starting lineups, national anthem already happened earlier this morning. So starting lineups and face-off, opening face-off will begin here for the Warroad Warriors and the North Shore Storm. That's coming up next. KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
Get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming.
And back here at the Gardens Arena, home of Warroad. North Shore just took the ice. Warroad out there as well. The Warriors in their home black uniforms. First time wearing those black unis today. Here so far at part of the tournament. Big Warrior head right there in front. Starting lineups being announced now. And North Shore starting in net is Emmy Bentler, the sophomore. There at forward, Reagan Hoganson starting as well. Hayden Bright starting at forward for North Shore, as well as Reese Costley. Reagan Hoganson, Hayden Bright, Reese Costley on defense. In net, Emmy Bentler. Get you the starting defenders here for North Shore in just a moment. And Gilliam McGiffert, one of the stars on defense for North Shore. Starting lineups being announced here for Warroad, and starting in net, Peyton Raleigh, a senior, a .950 save percentage on the year. Peyton Raleigh has just been outstanding. Ellie Hardwick starting on defense here for the 8th grader, Ellie Hardwick. There across from her starting on defense will be Vivian Marcoca. So Vivian gets the start at defense here for the senior at the forward spot. Olivia Anthony will pace the Warriors in that regard, as well as other starters there on the first line, the same starters as Monday, Jaylee French and Carly Kalbrenner. So those three up front, Olivia Anthony, the freshman, Kalbrenner, the junior, and Jaylee French, the junior today for Warroad. So again, Anthony, Kalbrenner, French on defense, Ellie Hardwick, the 8th grader, and Vivian Marcoca, the senior, playing alongside each other there, and Peyton Raleigh in net today for Warroad. So at the starting lineups for Warroad, for North Shore, huddled behind the net now, and North Shore will likely play both goaltenders today. They kind of run that two-man game there at the goaltender spot. Emmy Bentler will get the start at sophomore spot. She's played in all 14 games for North Shore. Also playing in 13 games for the Storm is Michaela Lindgren. She'll most likely play a little bit in this one. She wears number 29 for the Storm. In net to start will be Emmy Bentler, wearing number 33 for the white jerseys of the North Shore Storm. Storm coming in, winners of 8 in a row. Warroad, winners of 10 in a row. One's got to give. Will it be a fun, fast-paced matchup today? I think that's what we can expect. It'll be a fun one here from the Gardens Arena. We'll bring you all the action. And Graham Shear providing play-by-play here for you this afternoon. Warroad boys to follow this game. They'll play Notre Dame of West Haven to follow immediately after, so don't go anywhere after this game. We'll have a couple interviews with some Warrior girls. And opening face-off, 17 minutes on the clock, and it's won by North Shore, and they will control. There on starting on defense is Gilliam McGiffert for North Shore, and they control and deep into the Warrior zone already. Up against the back wall, Marcoca has it. Also for North Shore, they're starting on defense for the Storm. Starting on defense for the Storm today is Natalie Walker. Walker will be there as well. Down in the Warrior zone here still. 30 seconds gone on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and here's Warroad out and skating here early. Kalbrenner drops one back to French. Line change for the Warrior defense. Nearly a chance there for Anthony. Filling on the ice with Michaela Lee now on defense for Warroad. And Warriors have it down inside the Storm zone, intercepted. The turnover there, it's taken by Reagan Hoganson. Hoganson ups one off the wall, and the North Shore Storm will make a line change here. Filling picks it up behind the Warroad net. Flips it over to the far side. Anthony, intercepted. There's a pass to the near side, and it's behind her man there. That was a pass there from North Shore's Berkeley Hoff, who leads the team in scoring, coming off the bench, number 8 in white today, Berkeley Hoff. Poked away there by the stick of Natalie Walker. Out on the ice as well, Stella Lapointe, the junior on defense for North Shore. She's had an outstanding season so far. Centering pass, Warroad flips it back. It's at the legs there of Bentler, and it clears out. Now Warroad flips one, and it goes just wide there to the far side. Lawrenson had that shot. Lawrenson, Taylor Reese on the ice now. Reagan Haley and Kate Johnson on defense after the line change. And an icing call on the Storm. So face-off coming here from the North Shore zone. Already 3 shots on goal for the Warriors. 2 shots for North Shore, who controlled that opening face-off and took it down in the Warrior zone for a couple minutes. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the opening period. 15-11 on the clock on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Face-off in the Storm zone. Warroad controlling. It's Lawrenson here in the near corner. Lawrenson skating toward the middle. She's got a shot at it. She's going to flip it back. Rebound got tipped off by Bentler into the near side. Good save there by Emmy Bentler. Sophomore, 250 saves coming into today. She's got a few already. Warroad keeping it into the Storm zone, but it'll go to the stick of North Shore. And they're controlling as McGiffert. Lost it down inside the Storm zone. It was poked there by Ava Corrington, who's on the ice with Carly Brecky, Lawrenson on offense as well. Marcoca and Reagan Haley out there on defense. Corrington has it in the neutral zone here. Skating toward their net now. Corrington to the near side. They also go behind the net. Go to the far side here. Corrington skating with it still, carrying the puck. Flipping to the far wall there into the corner for Linnea Herron, who's on the ice for the first time. She took over for Lindsay Lawrenson. Herron back to Corrington. Herron will pick it up against the wall. Herron trying to do something with it. Gets it off to Corrington. Back to Herron off the wall. Under 14 minutes to go in the period. Herron skating with it behind the net. Herron centers one, and Ellie Hardwick hits it back. Brecky dumps one off to Herron. Flip side and over to the near corner. Herron, the far side now, a pass to Corrington. Warroad working on offense here with 4 shots on net already. Marcoca from the blue line. Go over to the near side. Brecky will fire, and it goes off the net, and it'll drop over to the near side, and Brecky will pick it up. Brecky carrying it still. Over to Marcoca. Marcoca from the outside, deflected by the defender there, defended by McGiffert. Nice defense there by number 12 in white, North Shore. And McGiffert, one of their best defenders. The starter there on the junior. And a line change. Kalbrenner back on the ice with Jaylee French. Marcoca defending the Storm behind their own net here, down inside the Warrior zone. On my left, Warroad on defense. There's a centering pass, and the shot couldn't get her stick on it. Natalie Walker skating toward the net, and it was defended nicely. Ellie Hardwick out there with Marcoca right now. Brecky comes off the ice. Anthony back on with French and Kalbrenner. Shot attempt there across the middle. It was put up there by Berkeley Hoff, and it deflects off of Peyton Raleigh. Nice save there by the goaltender. Hardwick, Michaela Lee back on the ice. Now Hardwick coming off, and Filling will go back on. So Lydia Filling, who's played in 14 games, missed one earlier this year for the Warriors, coming in 13-2. Shot from the blue line by Lee was deflected. Stopped there by Walker. Knocked down. It's Lee who's picking it up and carrying it behind the net to the near side. There's one out to Filling, out the blue line. Filling back to Lee. Lee will skate in toward the net into the red line there, and it knocked away into the corner. Cleared by the Storm. 12 minutes to go in the opening period. 5 minutes gone. Still no score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. North Shore has it in their own zone. Head off the skate of Anthony, and it'll stay inside the Storm zone. And to the Warriors, Emmy Hardwick, who'll skate toward the net. Hardwick had an opportunity, held there potentially by North Shore. It was Ashlyn Cavalin, a junior on defense, who knocked that one away from Hardwick. And it's going to be a penalty, so Warroad's going to go on the power play. and the penalty is going to go on Cavalin there for holding Hardwick on the way to the net. So they get her for the minor penalty, and she'll spend 2 minutes in the box. First power play for either side. It'll be Warroad on the power play first.
Minor penalty for the Storm and 5-9 in the first period. Okay.
The hooking call there on Cavalin. So Warroad on the power play here, 1 minute 45 seconds. Marcoca mistimes her shot there from the blue line. Warroad still controlling, trying to keep it inside the zone, and it goes off, and Marcoca will have to retreat behind the center line. French back into the zone, onside. French has Anthony behind her. She'll drop it off to her. Anthony up the near side, up the wall. Now over to the behind the net and back to Anthony. Anthony centering pass and couldn't get there. Taylor Reese was there for a moment. Deflected off the shot by French. Behind the net now. Warroad still controlling. Warroad has the puck. There's a shot, and it's covered up there. Emmy Bentler able to cover up that shot there toward the net, and already 6 shots on goal now for Warroad, who is still on the power play. 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining for the power play here for Warroad. And again, it was Ashlyn Cavalin got the hooking call. She's spending her 7th and 8th penalty minute of the season in the box right now, here in the first period. 0-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboards. Shot from the outside by Michaela Lee, knocked down and back out to the blue line. Lee will keep it in the zone. Lee down the wall to the far corner now into Hardwick. Hardwick skating into the middle. The pass by Lawrenson got away from her. Hardwick, and now the Storm coming away. Storm have a 2-on-1 into the Warroad zone. Pass to the far side and to the near side, and Berkeley Hoff was there but couldn't get her stick on it. And she'll come off the ice after that advantage there for North Shore. Warroad controlling on defense here. They get one up forward into the zone. Lawrenson shot deflected, knocked down. Rebound, nobody could get there for Warroad. Warriors had a chance there. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Nearly a shorthanded goal just a moment ago for the Storm. And Hoff off the ice now, just couldn't get her stick on at that time. Hardwick shot there by Bentler. It'll be stopped with 10 seconds remaining on the power play. 9:51 on the game clock here in the first period. A line change, all 5 off the ice for Warroad. A new 5 out there. Samantha Earhart, Marcoca still back out there again on defense. Ellie Hardwick, Carly Brecky again out there, as well as Ava Corrington. Brecky to Earhart to the near side. Brecky to Earhart, shot centered. Hardwick fired one. It was knocked up in the air. It's still out in front, picked up by North Shore. That's Hayden Bright skating with it, and Marcoca able to take it away. Corrington, nice check there, and able to knock the puck away from Bright, who scored a couple goals here in this tournament. Bright with 8 goals on the year. Earhart into the Warrior zone now. Turnover, taken back by the Storm. Skating with it is Walker. Walker ahead, and the shot put up there by Bright, and it's covered up by Raleigh. That stops it with 9:13, so a nice penalty kill there for North Shore. That's their 44th penalty kill of the season. They kill the penalty 88% of the time. That's going to go up now. They've only allowed 5 goals on the power play this season. Warroad allowed just 3. Both of them do pretty well in that regard. Warroad a 91% penalty kill percentage there this season. Warroad controlling in their own zone. Olivia Anthony slaps it back. Loose puck picked up by the Storm. McGiffert. Now Warroad. Poked away by McGiffert. Loose puck picked up by French. Still the right side of the blue line for Warroad, who skates into the zone, and Haley fires one off the stick there. It will go off of Costley, and Hoganson knocks it down. Storm out and skating. It's Haley Komarek up the near side. Komarek drops it back. Shot there from Hoff, and it's off to the left. It was knocked by Raleigh. Good save. 10 shots on goal for the Warroad Warriors. 6 shots now for the Storm on goal. Storm intercept. Fired off of Raleigh's knee pad into the near side. It was a shot attempt there by the Lily Ernst. And Ernest, a couple of Ernest on the Storm roster. Lily Ernest, Callie Ernest, Charlie Ernest on offense for the Storm. Audrey Ernest as well on defense for North Shore. And the Storm come in ranked number 14th after moving up 1 spot in Division A. Here's a shot from the outside, and it was knocked down. Costley fired that one up. Costley with 11 goals on the season after a couple in this tournament, and Warroad will be called. No icing call. It was off the stick there of North Shore. It'll go down to the Storm zone behind the net. North Shore will get down and pick it up. Now Warroad taking it away. Got it out of the zone for North Shore, so Warroad will have to retreat. Take it back into the zone with Lindsey Lawrenson. Takes it in on side. Reese to the near side. Lawrenson. Pass inside, deflected, rebounded by Reese, and it stopped. Nice save by Emmy Bentler. Warroad had a great opportunity there. It was Lawrenson working with Taylor Reese there. And over on the far side, Emmy Hardwick had the opportunity on the first shot. Lawrenson dropped it off to her, and a face-off coming here in the Storm zone. It's Hardwick there to draw, and Hardwick comes away. And there also for North Shore was Lily Ernest. Picked up Lawrenson, and it'll go out of the zone. Trailing, and the Storm will pick it up. Now moving on offense, that's Berkeley Hoff to the far side. Hoff centers one back to Bright. Bright will skate behind the net. Bright lost it. Poked there by the Warroad defense. Emmy Hardwick out and skating now. Lindsey Lawrenson out in front. Lawrenson and an offside call. Skating just a second too early into the zone was Taylor Reese. And an offside on Warroad. So 12 shots on goal now for the Warriors. Still no scores, 0-0 here on your Security State Bank scoreboard in the first period. 6:54 to go. Final game for the girls' side of the Hockey Town Holiday Classic here from the Gardens Arena. Just joining us, Graham Shear on the call this afternoon for Warroad and North Shore, a number 1 ranked Warrior team who's won 10 in a row, hosting the Storm, who's ranked number 14 in Division A. They've won 8 in a row. 18 games won in a row for both sides. There's a shot by Ellie Hardwick and knocked down by Bentler. North Shore got it across into the neutral zone here and picked up by the Storm. They're skating with it. McGiffert passes Lula Lundgren. Lundgren now on the far side here. 3 Warriors there trying to take it away. It's a tie-up. We'll go back across center ice. Back to the neutral zone. Storm. Forward pass there from Lundgren. Up toward the wall is Hoff behind the netting now, and Hoff will drop one back and intercept it. Warroad takes it off the turnover. Loose puck. Warroad comes away with Linnea Herron. Forward, Carly Brecky skating out in front. Brecky has Marcoca. She'll drop it back and try and shoot it in there to Bentler, and she'll cover it up. So Brecky will come off the ice after that attempt. 5:51 to go in the period. 14 shots on goal now for Warroad. Line change for all 5 on the ice for Warroad. French back out there with Kalbrenner and Anthony. On defense, Reagan Haley and Kate Johnson. Face-off in the Storm zone on the far face-off circle. Knocked down off the shot there by Kalbrenner. Knocked by Bentler to the far corner. Chasing is Anthony. Picking it up is McGiffert. Lundgren out in front. Storm getting it back into the Warrior zone now. And they're going to call an icing. It was a hit over there by the North Shore. And they're going to call icing on her. So the Storm have a face-off coming from their own zone here. Line change as well for North Shore. Natalie Walker back out on the ice here for the Storm. Reese Costley as well. Same 5 on the floor here for Warroad. The face-off is won by the Storm. They take it into the Warrior zone, and Reagan Haley takes it away. Took it away there from Costley. Haley behind the net now. Haley gets it forward to Anthony. Knocked down in the stick. It's in the neutral zone. Kalbrenner into the zone. Kalbrenner back to French. Shot and rebounded and covered up. Bentler, 2 great saves there. 2 attempts for Jaylee French off a great pass from Carly Kalbrenner. And she just couldn't get it in the back of the net. So 2 good looks for Jaylee French, who does have 3 assists in the tournament so far. Olivia Anthony with an assist and a couple goals, and Carly Kalbrenner with a couple of goals, scored once in each game. Got a 7-0 win Monday over Crookston for Warroad. 5-2 winners, Warriors over Albert Lee Tigers yesterday. Albert Lee was ranked number 7 coming into the week here for the tournament. They will drop now with back-to-back losses to the North Shore and then to Warroad, and they were able to beat Crookston just a few moments ago before the start of this one. Albert Lee gets their first win of the tournament. That one coming in overtime As Crookston plays back-to-back overtime games to finish out their tournament, and Albert Lee had 2 goals scored by Morgan Goskison yesterday. She scored the game winner today. She scored 1 more as well. So she scores twice today and got the game winner for Albert Lee. And she's a part of your all-tournament team presented by Northland Tire. Going to award 3 forwards, 2 defenders, and 1 goalie as a part of the girls' side of the tournament. Winner of the first defensive spot for the all-tournament team is Albert Lee's Morgan Goskison. Warroad has it on offense here. It's still in the neutral zone, and it's poked by the stick there of Hoff. Warroad's Michaela Lee back there with Livia Filling. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first period. 0-0 score picked up by Costley. Costley's shot to the near side, and it's just wide. Couldn't get it there. Also skating with her was Callie Ernest. Ernest now tied up in the near side, trying to get it from Lee. Michaela Lee both falling down. That was Callie Ernest knocking down Lee. No call, both of them falling, and now they'll give a call, and they're going to call interference there on Michaela Lee. So it will be the Storm who go on the power play for the first time today. Again, the penalty going to be called on Michaela Lee there. Just a minor penalty, so just 2 minutes here for the first power play of the game for North Shore. Face-off coming here in the Warrior zone in the near side circle, and Kalbrenner drawing there with Hoff. It's taken by Warroad. Marcoka out there on defense. She's the only defender on the floor with Marcoka, Jaylee French, Carly Kalbrenner, and Taylor Reese. To the near side, North Shore skating with it. Storm, McGifford out near the blue line. Tied up in the wall. Backside is Hoff. Hoff out to McGifford. McGifford slaps it in, and it's knocked down there by Jaylee French. And French will clear to the other side. And it'll be knocked down by Bentler, and she'll get it to Hoff. Also skating is Reagan Hoganson back there behind. No line change yet. Still 1 minute and 20 seconds on the power play here for the Storm. Still no score here in the first period. 3 minutes to go in the period. 14 minutes gone. Shot from the blue line there from the far side was stopped by Raleigh. Knocked down, and McGifford shot inside, deflected toward the net. That'll count as a shot on goal, but it was saved behind the wall now. Raleigh knocked it down. Costley centers one. Hoff in there in the crease, and no goal. It's covered up there, and Peyton Raleigh doing an excellent job in net so far. She saves that one. Now 10 shots on goal for the Storm, 19 of them for Warroad. Line change, both sides. 52 seconds remain on the power play here for North Shore. Kate Johnson out there on defense now. Emmy Hardwick back on the ice with Anthony and Reagan Haley. And Haley will come away off the draw there. Hardwick won it. Hardwick and Hoff. Warroad will clear to the other side for North Shore to pick it up now. And the Storm hitting it forward. McGifford to Bright. Bright to the other side. Going up the middle is Costley. Costley fires. Knocked down there by Reagan Haley. Haley will clear it up the far wall here. Anthony lost it. Still in the Warrior zone with 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the period. Shot from Bright. Behind the net now. Deflected by Anthony. Kate Johnson will clear. Scooting by the net, and it'll go all the way down to Bentler behind the net in the Storm zone. She'll drop it. Anthony skating, trying to get it near Costley, will clear. Costley now in the corner. McGifford falls down. McGifford gets back up and hits across the ice back into the Warrior zone. Penalty kill for Warroad, as no score there on the power play for the Storm. That's Warroad's 35th penalty kill of the year. Again, they penalty kill at a 91% rate there. Now here's the Storm on a little breakaway. Hallie Komarek. And Komarek dealing there with Michaela Lee. Still 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining. We're down behind the Warrior net. And puck flies out to the far wall. Knocked by Lundgren. Now into the middle. Reagan Haley gets one forward for Earhart. Earhart thought she was coming off the ice for a moment. Now she'll get down, and now she'll come back here. Earhart still skating after it down inside the Storm zone. 1 minute remaining in the period. Puck was fired down into the Warrior zone. Michaela Lee will get it for Warroad. Carly Brecky out with Earhart and Kalbrenner. Knocked down, loose puck picked up by Costley for the Storm. North Shore into the Warrior zone. Costley still carrying it. Behind her is Hoff. She dumps it off to Hoff. Kalbrenner interferes with it. And now we're back behind the Warrior net. French taking it back. Kalbrenner, nice job taking it away. Under 30 seconds to go in the period. And an icing call on Warroad. They hit it all the way down through the net. And a call there on Warroad. So it'll be a face-off coming here from the Warroad zone. On the Warroad side, it'll be Kalbrenner there to draw with Costley. Costley going to want it. Kalbrenner up to the middle and back behind the net now, Reagan Haley. Haley back there. French dealing out toward the near wall. It was a quick tie-up. Still kind of tied up, and Marcoka now coming the other way with it. To the far side, Reagan Haley will bring it up. 5 seconds in the period. Haley into the zone. Got deflected and taken by Bright. That will end the period. So 19 shots on goal for Warroad in the first, 10 for North Shore, and still no scores. 0-0 after the first 17 minutes of play. And a good defensive battle for both sides. North Shore has only given up 27 goals on the year. Warroad just 14. We'll see who is able to strike first in this one. Warroad and North Shore tied at 0 here going into period number 2. Let's take a break. We'll recap it all when we come back on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
To hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or a career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, egg news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to.
Back here at Guards Arena, home of the Warroad Warriors, as we recap this that first period. See about 5.5 minutes until players back out and second period begins. 19 shots on goal there in the period for the Warriors. Again, we're 13-2 coming into today. 19 shots on goal in the period. 10 shots on goal for the Storm, and again, score 0-0 through the opening period here. On your Security State Bank scoreboard, no score on those 19 shots on goal. Warroad goes above 650 for the season. North Shore above 500 shots on goal, up to 503. Warroad up to 654 shots on goal now for Warroad on the year. And those 72 goals, they are stalled there right now. Warroad 8-1 here at home. They're trying to make it 11 wins in a row. And none better opportunity there from a couple of forwards for Warroad who were skating. Lindsay Lawrenson had a couple of great opportunities there. Jaylee French did as well. Olivia Anthony had one it comes to mind, but Warroad still just stalled there on defense, and it was thanks to a couple of the Storm defenders. Skillia McGifford, Cavalin did a great job, as well as Stella Lapointe, and defender Lola Lundgren, who made an appearance there on the ice for a short time. Lundgren played well, and it seemed like every time Warroad skating down into the Storm zone, North Shore was able to make a play at it. They were able to force a turnover, force something to get the puck back in their favor. Storm had 10 shots on goal in the period, and none better than their just less than 60 seconds into the game. Off the opening faceoff, North Shore had a great opportunity to maybe shock the Warriors, scoring the first goal there. And they had a couple shots there in the opening 30 seconds of the game as down inside the Warriors zone. North Shore not able to capitalize on those. Berkeley Hoff, who leads the team in scoring with 20 goals, had a couple of good looks. So did Reese Costley, who scored the overtime winner yesterday over Crookston for North Shore. And the Storm still knotted at 0 with the Warriors here after the opening 17 minutes in the opening period. Second period, fresh 17 minutes coming up on the clock. On your Security State Bank scoreboard, a score of 0-0 as we head our way into the second period. Teams will be back out in a flash, and we'll be back on KQ92, your live event.
All the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines in Minnesota.
17 minutes on the clock, back here at the Warroad Warriors Gardens Arena and set for second period action. Starters back out there for both sides after those 19 shots on goal in the first for Warroad, and trying to score first in this one, as they have in almost every game so far this year. Just 2 losses on the season for Warroad, just 4 losses on the year for North Shore, and the face-off is won by the Storm. And Warroad has it down inside their zone here, dumped off down by McGiffert down to the Warroad behind the net here for Warriors. Picking it up is Marcoka, Ellie Hardwick out there with Marcoka, Olivia Anthony, Jaylee French, and Carly Kalbrenner. Anthony hits one into the neutral zone, picked up French, drops it to Kalbrenner, taking it into the Storm zone is Kalbrenner, defended by Bright. Hayden Bright now up to the far side, the near side, pardon. Kalbrenner lost it, and it's picked up by Costley. Warroad had it with French, Anthony taken away. Costley up forward. There's Costley into the Warroad zone. Shot is caught by Peyton Raleigh, and stopping it there with 16:08 to go here in the second period. A 19-11 score. 0-0 score. 19-11 and shots on goal for Warroad and North Shore. 0-0 score. Face off here in the Warriors zone. And Warroad shooting to the goal on my left. And the one pictured on your screen here on your live event is the North Shore Storm goal after they flip sides at the second period here. 1 minute gone. Slap shot from the blue line. Knocked down by Reagan Haley. She kicks it. The shot there by McGiffert. Warroad out and skating here ahead. And skating with it is Taylor Reese. Reese centers one, and it's knocked off of Ventler and behind now. Ventler staying in net to begin the second period. She had 20 saves in the opening. 28 shots on goal now for Warroad. Ventler in net, and ahead is the Storm with Lola Lundgren. Lundgren out in front, and an icing call on the Storm. So a face-off coming here from the Storm zone. North Shore will come back over here to the left side of your screen, and Lydia Filing on the ice now, filling with Michaela Lee. And Filling will come away after the faceoff. Filling slapping one inside off the pad there of Bantler to the near side. Marcoka dumps it. Reese and Lawrenson behind the net now. Lawrenson trying to get it to Reese. And McGiffert there to stop it. Lawrenson poking it out to the far wall. And it's picked up over there by North Shore's Callie Ernest. Warroad taking it away. Emmy Hardwick skating across the middle. Stopped by the stick of Callie Ernest. Warroad still keeping it inside the Storm zone. North Shore playing some good defense, though. 2 minutes gone in the second. Under 15 minutes. Emmy Hardwick behind the Storm net. Hardwick has it. Centering pass. Dropping it back. Shot there from Michaela Lee was saved by Bentler. Emmy Bentler, great save. 23 shots on goal for Warroad. Hardwick in the middle. Off her stick and lost it. And forward now for North Shore, it's picked up Reagan Hoganson. Line change, starting forwards back on the ice for Warroad. French, Anthony, and Kalbrenner. And out there quickly, French shot deflected behind the net. Taken, falling down there is the Storm's Hoganson. Out to the blue line. Slap shot there by Kate Johnson. She tried it from the blue line. Still at the stick of Johnson after the save. Hit back. Now loose in the middle and covered up by Bentler. French and Anthony had a chance for it up there, and French couldn't get her stick on it there. Nice save again by the sophomore Emmy Bentler, who's up to 25 now. 24 shots on goal for Warroad, 11 for the Storm. Couple of nice saves in the game for Emmy Bentler, who is up over 260 now, 275 on the season. Olivia Anthony. Anthony drops it. Haley slap shot and covered up right into the belly of Emmy Bentler, and that'll stop it with 13:52 to go here in the second period. Again, still no scores, 0-0 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 25 shots on goal for Warroad. 11 for the Storm. That's an in-game update. And brought to you by the Marvin Home Center of Warroad. Under 14 minutes to go, 13:50 on the clock. Shot by Jaylee French. Goes behind the net and stopped there. And Olivia Anthony here to the near side. Carrying it over to down to French. Back to Anthony in the corner. Anthony pass to French. Quick hit there, and it's stopped by Bentler. The save to the far wall. Warroad still has it. Kate Johnson still in the Storm zone. Loose in the middle. Anthony's shot deflected up in the air to the far wall. Good save again by Bentler. 27 shots on goal for the Warriors. In the middle, nearly had a chance. It was French skating, knocked away by McGifford. Also there to save it for the Storm was LaPointe, and LaPointe will come off. Audrey Ernst will also come off. She had a nice save on the last possession. And the icing call has a stoppage. We'll have a face-off coming here in the Storm zone with 13:10 to go on the clock in the second period. Warroad wins it. They have it in the zone. Loose puck now. Warroad picking it up with Corrington, Ava Corrington to the near side, trying to get around Hoganson here. Corrington tied up along the wall. Corrington to the far side, nobody there. They'll go along the wall and back toward the neutral zone and hitting it for North Shore Storm back into the Warrior zone was costly. Hallie Comrick there as well. Under 13 minutes to go in the period. 12:40 on the clock. Marcoka forward to Corrington. Forward pass, and it's knocked back into the Warrior zone. Lola Lundgren, great job on defense to begin the period. Face off, line change here for North Shore. Cavlin back out on the ice on defense. Cavlin out there with McGifford to the far side, controlling. Carrying is Carly Brecky for Warroad. Lost it, taken by Kalbrenner. Lene Herron on the ice for this first time this period. It's a shot in the goal. And in there to score for Warroad, Ava Corrington. It was a rebounded shot from Warroad. Ava Corrington, right place, right time. At the 4:55 mark of the period, Warroad scores the first goal. They go up 1-0 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And the first goal of the game makes it a 1-0 score, and it's Ava Corrington scoring her second goal of the season. Here in the second period, 12:05 to go in the second, and a great goal there by the sophomore Ava Corrington. 28 shot on goal for Warroad. An assist there from Warroad's Vivian Marcoka and Linnea Herron. So assist for Marcoka, assist for Linnea Herron. Both seniors helping out the sophomore Corrington there and put it away for Warroad. 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad taking it back into their own zone. Michaela Lee filling to the near side. Lydia Filling forward, pass to Lawrenson. Taken away off the turnover by the Storm. Back into the neutral zone. Poked by the stick there of Emmy Hardwick. And he'll go down inside the Warrior zone to Hardwick. Still 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in this second period. After the goal by Warroad, the opening goal of this game here in the Hockeytown Holiday Classic finale. Championship, if you will. Both teams 2-0 in the tournament in the first 2 days. And this final game between Warroad and North Shore. Hardwick behind the Storm net now. Hardwick centering pass, tipped. French. Reese had a shot. Haley comes in and it goes just wide. Great looking shot there by Haley. 28 shots on goal for Warroad. They'll have to retreat. Goes down inside the Warriors zone. Up against the wall. Line change for the Warriors. Kalbrenner back on the ice with Anthony and French. Kate Johnson out there as well. There's a shot attempt by the Storm. Costly. It was covered up. Stopped there by, deflected by Raleigh. Near wall. Out in front. French trying to get there. And it's going to be an icing call as it was Warroad who hit it the other way for trying to get out on offense. And it'll be an icing call. So 10:15 to go here in this second period. And the clock is stopped there. 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. It comes here in the second period. Off the stick of Ava Corrington and a shot by Mark Koka. Heron tried one. The assist to both of them. Corrington puts it away. First goal of the game. Oh, nearly a good opportunity there for North Shore. And skating in was Komarick. She couldn't get her stick on it, though. It goes right by her. Warroad out. Kalbrenner drops it back. French shot, and it's stopped. It was a stop there by Bentler. Great save. Under 10 minutes to go here in this second period. Taken by the stick. Komarick into the neutral zone, and they'll make a line change. North Shore just flips it down, and the dump in. Warroad will take it, and a new forwards on the ice for North Shore. Anna Clemmer on defense as well. She'll be out there with LaPointe. Warroad had a chance with Linnea Heron to the near side. Centering pass, Kalbrenner, rebounded, covered up. Bentler, excellent job in net again. 32 saves on the day for Bentler, and none better than that one, maybe. That was deflected and right into the crease. Kalbrenner was right there. Bentler just a little bit quicker to it. Line change for Warroad defenders. Markoka and Ellie Hardwick back on the ice. Linnea Heron still out there. Carly Brecky and Ava Corrington, who scored for Warroad earlier in this period for the Warriors, who lead 1-0 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Still down inside the North Shore zone. Warroad controlling Brecky. Brecky back to Corrington. Lost it for a moment, and it's taken by the Storm. Taken there, Hoganson behind the net. Falling down, maybe a trip there. Corrington not called for it. Taken by Linnea Heron. Pass to Brecky, deflected, and it's up into the air and stopped by Bentler there for a stoppage. Not happy after that one. Carly Brecky might have got pushed there in the crease near the goal there for Warroad. And Brecky will come off the ice after a little bit of frustration. 8:51 to go in the second period. Emmy Hardwick back out there. Lawrenson, Markoka, Ellie Hardwick, and Taylor Reese on the ice again for Warroad. Down in the Storm zone, Warroad has it. Emmy Hardwick behind the net. Poked away Hoganson. Also out there again, Berkeley Hoff for the Storm. Lawrenson takes it in the neutral zone. Lawrenson into the zone on side. Lawrenson shot deflected there by Costley into the far wall. Costley taking it, hitting up against the backstop. Lawrenson will wrestle her for it. And Lawrenson gets it back. Lawrenson to Reese. Reese had a shot at it. Deflected out to the blue line. Markoka's shot. Deflected again. Out. No rebound chance for Warroad. It's taken, cleared there by North Shore. And the Storm's Hoganson able to clear that one. Reagan Hoganson coming off the ice now. Line change for the Storm. Also the defense for Warroad. Michaela Lee, Lydia Filling on the ice again. Out there with Emmy Hardwick, Lawrenson, and Taylor Reese. Face off in the Storm zone, won by the Warriors. Yeah, Filling on the near side. They go to behind to Reese, and it's tipped out. Deflected there by the defense in the Storm, Callie Ernst. Also there to help Lola Lundgren on defense. Lundgren out at the blue line. Lawrenson controlling, carrying for Warroad. Down into the corner, Emmy Hardwick. Hardwick, back to Lawrenson. Tied up and taken by the North Shore Storm. It was taken there by Cavalin. Trying to clear. Now with the stick of Now at the stick there of Lola Lundgren, and she'll get it down inside the Warrior zone. Shot goes to Peyton Raleigh, knocked off of her pads and over into the far corner. Under 7.5 minutes to go in this second period. 1-0 score. Warroad leads on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Lawrenson across the middle. Lawrenson into the zone. Flips one to Reese. Reese shot, and it's just high. Just high, and it bounces off the net there in the far corner, so a stoppage. 7:07 to go here in the second period. 34 shots on goal now for Warroad. Just high on that chance for Taylor Reese. 12 shots on goal for North Shore. Storm trailing 1-0. They've had their fair share of opportunities. They're down behind the net now with McGiffert, who's back on the ice. Getting it back to Warroad. Kate Johnson will try a shot just wide to the near side. Wide left there. Bouncing to the neutral zone and getting it into the Storm zone there. Skating with it is Lily Ernest. Ernest behind the netting. Knocked away by Kate Johnson. Still at the stick. Ernest picks it up. Ernest loose with it for a moment. Now she's over into the near corner here. Stopped by Reagan Haley. 2 Storm there, 3 Warriors. Anthony in the corner. Olivia Anthony will clear it out of the Warrior zone. Back into the zone for Reagan Haley. Warroad will clear now. Clearing. Kalbrenner ahead to Anthony, who crosses over to the far side from the near. French on the far side. Cleared away. Nice defense again. Lundgren down there. Cavlin as well. Great stop. LaPointe back on the ice as well. McGiffert. Now across the middle. Through the stick of Costley and down against the back wall. Hayden Bright. In the corner now, Lundgren is down there with Natalie Walker. Still up against the Warrior backstop. Marcoka comes away. Linnea Herron has Brecky out in front. Stalled for a moment, picked up by Marcoka. Forward pass into the zone for Brecky. Brecky has a shot and it's wide, just a couple feet to the right and into the far corner. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second period. 1-0 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads after the only goal of the game, scored here in the second by Ava Corrington. Brecky into the zone. Marcoka had a shot and it goes just right and wide of the post. Into the corner to the far wall now. North Shore taking it away. Storm will come off the ice. They'll dump it into the zone, and they will make a line change. Under 5 minutes to go in the period. Berkeley Hoff back on the ice. Hoff out there, McGiffert on defense, as well as Reagan Hoganson as well on defense. Lola Lundgren helping, and Brecky will come off the ice. They're in the neutral zone here. And down into the Storm zone, Warroad to make a line change. Michaela Lee, the lone Warrior remaining on the ice. Florenson back out there, filling on defense as well. Emmy Hardwick and Taylor Reese, and an icing call to stop it at 4:25. North Shore fired it down into the Warrior zone for the icing. And 34 shots on goal here for Warroad in the game, 12 for the Storm. 4 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock in the second. And it'll be Emmy Hardwick there to draw with Hoff, won by Warroad. In the zone, Michaela Lee skating toward the net, now to the far wall, passing it off to Lawrenson, back to Lee. They're behind the net now. Reese poked away, stopped and taken by McGiffert. McGiffert for the Storm, forward across the neutral zone and into the Warrior zone and up against the backstop. North Shore first to get there, Hallie Cormerick. Cormerick dumping it off to the backstop. She'll come off the ice. Warroad taking the possession back. It's Michaela Lee along the far wall. Skating with Warroad. Lawrence in there as well. Emmy Hardwick into the zone on side. Reese to her left. Hardwick's shot deflected off the stick there of McGiffert. Good defense by McGiffert. 3 minutes and 37 seconds here on the clock in the second period. McGiffert coming out in front. McGiffert passes to the near side. Lily Ernest couldn't get there. Covered up. Peyton Raleigh stopping it. 3.5 minutes to go in the second. Warroad leading 1-0. Peyton Raleigh with 13 saves in the game. Covering up that one and stopping it. Face off here in the Warrior zone in the far side face-off circle. Poked out to the Storm, who will control. Shot deflected and in. Stella Lapointe. Lapointe from the blue line. Deflected off the stick of a Warrior defender. I think it was Reagan Haley. Might have been Jaylee French out there who stuck their stick up. And Stella Lapointe puts it in the back of the net, right over the shoulder of Peyton Raleigh and dropping just under the high post. 1-1 score now on your Security State Bank scoreboard. .3:15 to go here in the period, and again the goal scored by Stella Lapointe. Makes it a 1-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. The 2 goals here in the period. Warroad out in offense now. Unassisted goal there for Lapointe. Under 3 minutes to go in the period. Kalbrenner with a shot, stopped by Benter. Bentler able to clear away. Still in the Storm zone, and Warroad will take it. Lene Herron up to Reagan Haley. Haley back down to Herron in the corner. Kalbrenner skating toward it. Back out Johnson. Johnson's shot deflected across the crease and back out to the near side wall. Chance there for Jaylee French for just a moment. French now has it in there. Knocked away. Anthony will take it. Covered by Bentler. Stopped by Emmy Bentler. 38 saves on the day here for the sophomore, who's played a great game in net so far for the Storm. And the 37 shots on goal here in the game for the Warriors. Just 14 for the Storm. And they're on the 14th, able to tie the game up off a shot from the blue line by Stella Lapointe. 1-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard here in the second period. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Could be a fun third period if we end this second one tied. And an icing call. Warroad clearing down. Face-off coming here in the Warrior zone. Mark Koka off the ice. Hardwick as well. Ellie Hardwick, that is. Emmy Hardwick still on the ice. Also out there on defense again, Lydia Filling with Michaela Lee down in the Warrior zone. Out of the Warrior zone for a moment. Back down. Warriors will control. Behind the net is Michaela Lee. Reese on the ice forward to the neutral zone and kept back into the Warrior zone. Hit there by Hoganson. Behind the net, Filling to the near side. Taylor Reese forward for Emmy Hardwick. Pass to Lawrenson through her legs. Lawrenson will get there instead. Lawrenson down into the Storm zone behind the net to the far side. Skating, dropping it back. Shot attempt by Hardwick. Knocked back. Still out the blue line. Warroad controls with Filling. Filling to Hardwick. Back to Filling. Shot. Goal. No, it was stopped. And there's a goal. Stopped by Bentler for a moment. I think it was off the post. Warroad scores anyway. The rebound, score by Lydia Filling. Filling puts it in for Warroad, makes it a 2-1 score on the third goal of the season by Lydia Filling, and that comes at the 15:38 mark of the period. 1:22 remaining here in the second. 3 scores on the season for Filling. The freshman who gives the Warriors back the lead on your Security State Bank scoreboard, 2-1. Entertaining second period. 2 goals by Warroad, 1 by the Storm. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Fires down a bouncing puck into the chest there of Raleigh into the far wall. And the goal there by Lydia Filling. On the front. Now they say it was Emmy Hardwick who scored. Thought it was Filling. Filling came out in front there. They'll give the goal to Emmy Hardwick. The assist to Lydia Filling. "40 seconds to go in the period. Into the neutral zone, Warroad has it. French, taken away. Storm have it. Comrick, shot, caught by Raleigh and stopped. 24 seconds. Clock stopped there as Raleigh makes another save. 39 shots on goal for Warroad, 16 for the Storm. Face-off coming here in the Warrior zone. 2-1 score. Warroad leads. After that goal by Emmy Hardwick. Filling back on the ice. Hardwick as well. Lawrenson out there with Taylor Reese. Shot goes behind the net, wide left. Reese. Now it's knocked back behind the Warrior net again. Michaela Lee will pick it up and carry it for Warroad and hit one off the wall. Deflected and taken. There in the middle, a shot on the ground there by Costley, and it'll stay on the ice, and that will end the period. Saved by Peyton Raleigh on the 17th shot on goal. That will end the second with a Warrior lead, 2-1 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. The Storm able to tie it at 1. Warroad takes back the lead. 2-1 score heading into the third period, which will come up next. We will recap that second period when we come back, coming up on your live event at KQ92.com.
$50 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life, right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake.
Back here at the Gardens Arena, home of Warroad Warriors, in 2:45 until the third period will begin here in the second period intermission. So we get the teams back out here in just a moment. 20 shots on goal there in the period for Warroad, 7 for the Storm, and 3 goals they're scored in the period. 2 of them by the Warriors, who got the scoring started there with Ava Corrington there in the second period. And Ava Corrington able to get Warroad on the board first. North Shore adding a goal there to tie things up late in the second there at the 13:40 mark. Stella LaPointe scoring the second goal of the game, and the first for the North Shore Storm, tying it up at 1 there off a deflection, and LaPointe putting it in from the blue line. And coming back from that, Warroad was able to get the go-ahead go there with the go-ahead goal there, as Warroad was able to take the lead back on a goal by Emmy Hardwick, who scored with 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining there in the period. Hardwick was able to give the Warriors back the lead. So Warroad goes into the third period leading by a score of 2-1 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Third period coming up next. 17 minutes remaining here KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
Fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our
We're at the Gardens Arena. Third period getting set to start here from the Gardens, and it'll be the Warroad Warriors and the North Shore Storm. A 2-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and the opening faceoff of this third period won there by North Shore and back into their territory here. Storm scoring from right to left. Warroad goaltender Peyton Rowley off to my left here and pictured there on your screen, yourliveevent.com. As we'll get this third period going. Just 17 minutes remaining here in this Hockey Town Holiday Classic for the girls' side. And there's a tip, nearly a shot there, and a Hardwick coming in. And I believe after that save, it was Bentler who was able to save it, and the goal was knocked off its post. So stopped with 16:32 to go here in this third. Line change for the Warriors. Filling and Lee back on defense. Hardwick out there on offense with Lawrenson and Reese. Hardwick to draw there with Costley, and it's won by the Warriors in the Storm zone. Now tipped away and out of the zone. Taken by Hayden Bright. Bright out and skating. Bright has a chance. Pass over and over to the far side, and not controlling it there was Lola Lundgren, who couldn't get a stick on it. Now Warrior down into the zone, shot by Reese is high and into the near wall. Into the corner, back out to the line. Lawrenson pass intercepted and taken away there by McGiffert. McGiffert will come off. Warroad still has it into the zone. Warroad has it with Reese. Reese, a shot attempt there from the far side there by Emmy Hardwick, and it's saved by Emmy Bentler. 41 shots on goal now for Warroad. North Shore was 17 for the game. 10 in the first period for North Shore, 7 in that second period, and they were able to put one away on a goal from Stella LaPointe. 2-1 score, Warroad leads on your Security State Bank scoreboard here in the third period. 2-1 score, 15 and a half minutes remaining. North Shore taking it back and skating the other way. Hoganson, Hoff there as well. Reagan and Hoganson, Hoff, taken by Warroad. Linnea Heron. Heron, pass to the middle, shot attempt, covered up. No, it's a goal. It goes through the legs, and Ava Corrington has her second. Corrington with her second of the game. Here at the 1:32 mark The 142 mark of this third period. Ava Corrington has her second. 15-18 to go here in the third. Now a 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. The other way, off the face-off, it's down to the Storm zone. Assist from Warroad's Linnea Heron, her second assist of the day. So Linnea Heron with 2 assists, and that second goal by Ava Corrington, who assisted the first one as well by Linnea Heron. 3-1 score now. Warroad on top by 2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard, and into the zone again. Anthony drops it. French tipped in over to the side and off the back wall. Out is the Storm, getting it the other way. Lilia Ernest hitting it. Line change for the Storm after the dump in. Now down into the Storm zone. And I think they're going to get her for icing. So, stoppage here. 43 shots on goal for Warroad. And the Warriors putting the first goal of this third period on the board, scored by Ava Corrington. The sophomore has her second goal of the day. She had 1 goal coming into today. 2 of them here this afternoon. 14-15 to go here in this third period. Puck flips over to the near side. Now into the neutral zone. Lawrenson tied up. Reese there as well. Hardwick coming out of it. Emmy Hardwick into the zone of the Storm. Hardwick still carrying it. Lost it for a moment, and it's taken away. Storm get it back. Storm have it. Bright. Bright skating into the zone on side. Bright will take it herself, and the shot's high. It'll go along over to the far wall. Just high on the save by Peyton Raleigh. Right behind the zone. Warroad comes out. Lawrenson ahead to Hardwick. Forward pass up to Reese. Reese has a chance. She'll shoot and got deflected off the pad there. A Bentler and out. Out of the Storm zone. Warroad will take it back here. Johnson, forward pass. Under the stick of Reese. Up against the Storm backstop there. Warroad will take it back with Reese. Reese skating for it. Wrestling at the stick of Reese, who will fire a shot just wide and off the wall and over to the near side. Coming away is McGifford. Skating pass. Off the skate of Costley, who picks it up. Costley will carry. Fire one back to Hoganson. They're still down inside the Storm zone. Pass off the wall and down to the Warrior zone with Reagan Haley. Haley on there with Kate Johnson now. Brecky back out there as well with Linnea Heron and Ava Corrington. Corrington with 2 goals today. How about that? For the sophomore, Ava Corrington. See her there, number 9, skating down the middle. And here comes North Shore's Berkeley Hoff. Hoff will try just high again. And it goes up into the net. And that will stop the clock. 12:39 to go here in the third. Line change for the Warriors. Kalbrenner, French, and Anthony back on the ice for Warroad. Marcoca out there again with Ellie Hardwick. 12:39 to go in the third. 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Warroad leads by 2. Face off, won by Kalbrenner. They're tied up against the wall. Here in the Warrior zone. Shots wide. Off the backstop and down to the Warroad Warriors. The other way, Linnea Heron skating with it. That's Kalbrenner. Now coming in, Anthony. Flip shot about the backhand is wide right and gets the backstop. Pass out, intercepted. Taken there by Lundgren. Lundgren into the zone. Lundgren will dump it and come off the ice. Line change here. Callie Ernest back out there on the ice with Lily Ernest as well. McGifford on defense there with Hoganson. Also out there's Hoff. Warroad has it behind the Storm net there. And Olivia Anthony tied up with Hoganson. Hoganson comes out of it. Now we're on the far wall. Under 12 minutes to go in the period. 44 shots on goal for Warroad. 18 for the Storm. Across the center ice, back to the zone, Michaela Lee. Ellie Hardwick off to her left. Hardwick will come off, filling back on. Filling back on, and now Olivia Anthony will come off. Taylor Reese back on the ice for Warroad. Pass by French, center into Reese, and it was tipped away. Nice save by Hoganson, able to get it out of there. Hoganson will come off the ice Line change, Lawrenson out there for Warroad. Reese has it in the zone. Reese pass to Lawrenson, wide left and behind the net now. Good advantage there for Warroad. They couldn't capitalize. Lawrenson out to Lee at the line. Lee will try one, deflected off the stick and out to the far wall. Filling tried a shot there from the blue line, trying to get it forward. It'll go out of the Storm zone. Warroad will retreat here. Empty net right now for Warroad. They have 6 on the ice as Peyton Raleigh came off for a moment. Now she'll come back on the ice as Michaela Lee came on for an extra defender with Lydia Filling. Both Lee and Filling come off, as well as Lawrenson. Marcoca back out there again. And now the Storm will go on the power play. Pardon me, the Warroad Warriors will go on the power play. On the foul there, it goes on the Storm. It goes on Gillian McGiffert. So McGiffert spending already 10 penalty minutes on the season for McGiffert. This will put it up to 12 on the minor penalty. So 2 minutes on that clock. 3-1 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And now an extra offensive skill player on the ice for Warroad. 2-minute power play begins on this face-off here in the Storm zone. Warroad controls. French will try one wide right. Up against the wall to the near side. Marcoca out there. Passes back to Anthony on the near wall here. Kalbrenner back to Anthony. Anthony back to Marcoca at the line. She'll skate into the inside, get it to Anthony. They work the line, and Marcoca shot deflected out by Hoff and across the center ice and back down to the Warrior zone here. Marcoca will carry it up. Marcoca behind the net. Comrick straight away from her. Warroad out. Anthony to the near side. Anthony skating onside into the Storm zone behind the net to the far wall. Marcoca out. She'll try a shot. Knocked down. Second shot attempt good. No, not knocked by Bentler and out to the near wall. And down against the Warrior backstop again. 1 minute remaining on the power play here for the Warriors. And stopped by Raleigh. That will stop the clock on a shot on goal there for the Storm. 9:36 on the game clock here in the third period. 55 seconds on the power play still for North Shore. And a draw coming here. Hardwick able to win it for Warroad, who's back on the ice. Reagan Haley and Lawrenson as well. Haley skating forward. Haley, Lawrenson, and tipped away. Saved by Costley, who clears. Costley out in front, sliding across the ice is Filling, and they are going to get her for a penalty, and they're going to get Lydia Filling. So that is going to put the Storm on the power play. 36 seconds remaining on the Warrior power play. Now a fresh 2 minutes on the Storm. So 36 seconds remain on that. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for just a moment. 9:18 to go here in the third period. 4-on-4 hockey for 36 seconds. Face off in the Warrior zone. It's won by the Storm, controlling his Comrick. Pass down to Hoff, taken away. Reagan Haley controlling now, skating for Warroad. Haley into the zone on side. Haley off the wall. Now again, the backstop here for the Storm. Lawrenson picks up the loose puck. Still tied up here in the wall. In the corner, Lawrenson comes out toward the blue line. Pass to Marcoca. Shot on the inside. Stopped and saved by Hoganson. Reagan Hoganson clearing out of the zone, across the center, into the Warrior zone. And she'll fire up a shot. Knocked down by Raleigh. She'll knock it out to the wall. Penalty killed for the Storm, as the Storm are now on the power play here for the next 1 minute, 10 seconds. Penalty kill for the Storm. That's their 45th of the year. In the Warrior zone, it's Hoff who has it. 1 minute remaining on the power play here. Attempt for Bright, who couldn't get her stick on it, coming across the middle. Bright still has it. Shot into the middle. Shot attempt, and it's deflected off Raleigh behind the net. Hoff pick it up and skate it and kick it with the skate forward. Out the blue line now. Shot attempt. Knocked down at the net in the crease. Loose, and it's in. A goal by Berkeley Hoff. Hoff coming across the middle. Shot attempt from the outside by Ashlyn Cavillin. And Cavillin knocking it down there on the shot from the blue line. Peyton Raleigh giving up the goal as she knocked it down in front. Berkeley Hoff puts it away, and that will end the power play for North Shore. But a successful power play makes it a 3-2 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard on the 21st shot on goal for the Storm. 3-2 score now on your Security State Bank scoreboard. 7:45 to go. The assist goes to Hayden Bright on the goal there at the 9:06 mark of the period. So 7:30 to go here in the third, and it's a one-goal game from here on out. 3-2 Warroad leads. 2 goals for the Storm. That one good by Berkeley Hoff. Line change on the icing call, so stoppage here. 7:24 to go. North Shore playing a competitive game and now back within 1 goal after Warroad gives up just their 3rd goal in the 3rd period. They had only given up 1 goal in the entire season on the 3rd period. Coming into yesterday, they gave up 1 to Albert Lee in that 3rd. They give up 1 here to North Shore, so now 3. There's a chance down in the crease for Warroad. Trying to cover it up is Bentler, and pushing and shoving Emmy Hardwick. Falling down is Taylor Reese. Shoving her there was a Storm. I believe that was Lundgren who was pushing there, number 15 in white, and it was. And will we have a penalty coming out of this? Right now, 3-2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. No penalty coming out, but a line change here for Warroad. Brecky back on the ice with Corrington and Linnea Herron, Kate Johnson and Reagan Haley on defense. Haley out, knocked away. Lundgren knocks it away. Lundgren has a 2-on-1 pass over. Comerick shot, couldn't get it. Raleigh able to come out of the goal and save. On the 22nd shot on goal. Great save there by Raleigh. Brecky forward into the zone. Brecky shot attempt off the pad and out to the far side by Bentler. Good save on the 51st shot on goal by Warroad. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. 1 goal margin, 3-2 lead for Warroad on your Security State Bank scoreboard. The number 1 team in the state in Division A, trying to win their 11th straight for the Warriors. North Shore has won 8 straight. Pass in the middle, Corrington again, and it's deflected out. To the far side, Corrington almost had a hat trick. Herron, her shot deflected out. Herron will pick it back up. Herron across the middle, knocked away. Comerick got her stick on it. North Shore the other way. Hoganson across the middle. Hoganson skating with it. Shot wide left. Good save by Marcoca. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Down in the Warrior zone here. Controlling is Berkeley Hoff, who just scored that goal to get it within 1. 5:45 to go in the 3rd period. Coming off the ice is Lily Ernest. And back out there for North Shore is Natalie Walker. Out into the neutral zone. And McGiffert will control here. McGiffert forward. Hoff. The far side. Hoff will try from the outside. Deflected up into the air. Off the plexiglass and down. Still a live puck. Saved by Raleigh. 5 minutes, 20 seconds here in the 3rd. 3-2 score. Warroad leads by 1. Warroad out in transition now. Has it. Brecky into the zone. Brecky will try. Saved off the glove by Bentler. Over to the far wall now. Tipped away by French. Kalbrenner trying to get there. Olivia Anthony coming up to help. And taking it away is Berkeley Hoff, who will clear it across out of the zone. Warroad will take it back. Warroad has it with Carly Kalbrenner. Shot in the middle, and it was a stop there off the shot by French. Bentler, her 54th save. And 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Clock stops there on the icing call. Entertaining game here in the 3rd period. Couple of goals already. 1 by Warroad, 1 by North Shore. Still a 1-point game. And it's 3-2 Your Security State Bank scoreboard. Face off here in the Storm zone. Bentler playing her 15th game, has a record of 6-3, stopping that one net shot there by Lydia Filling. Filling out at the blue line, still behind the net here of the Storm, and North Shore trying to clear. French getting there to keep it in the zone, and now poked away and out of the zone. Poked away there by Comrick. Out in transition, it was Costly who fired up a shot. Raleigh able to catch it and stop the clock. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the game. 54 shots on goal for the Warriors. 24 for the Storm. 1 goal game. Line change for the Warriors. Lawrenson out there again with Taylor Reese and Emmy Hardwick. Reagan Haley on defense. And the Storm control. Costly over to the far side. Tied up there. Emmy Hardwick, and coming away, there is Kate Johnson. Johnson picks it up in the middle on the loose puck. Johnson into the zone onside. Johnson falls down, tripped by her own teammate there, Lawrenson. Lawrenson out. Shot attempt and deflected over to the far wall. Rebound attempt, and Reese couldn't get a stick on it. It was nearly an opportunity for the Warroad Warriors to go up by 2 goals again. There are 4 minutes to go. Johnson controlling for Warroad. Shot in the middle. Covered up in there, and the goal comes off its post there. Hardwick falls down on a push there. Pushing from behind was Costly, and it's Hardwick who fell down. They'll get the net back on its post here. 3:42 is where the clock has stopped here in the third period. Line change for the Warriors. Filling and Lee back on defense. Corrington, Linnea Herron, as well as Carly Brecky out there. And I believe we're going to have a timeout. So a timeout by Coach Mike Hoff for the Storm, and they'll take it with them there. 3:42 to go here in the game from the Gardens Arena. Warriors lead by 1 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. KQ92 and your live event.
Facebook and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Back here at Gardens Arena. And a face-off coming from the Storm zone. Still in net is Emmy Bentler with 56 saves on the day. 55 shots on goal for Warroad. 3:42 on the game clock here in the third, and a 3-2 score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Face-off, one shot by Anthony, knocked down, covered up. Bentler stops it. Another save. 56 shots on goal. 24 for the Storm, who have scored 1 goal here in this period. It was scored here in the period by Berkeley Hoff off the assist from Hayden Bright. Pass out in front. Hoff skating with it. It'll be a 1-on-2. Hoff trying to get around Filling there. Filling falling down as well as Hoff. No call. To the far wall here. Warroad out in transition. Olivia Anthony has a chance. Anthony's shot. Stop. Into the belly of Bentler. Stopping it there with 3:17 to go. Line change for the Warriors. Reese, Hardwick, and Herron out there again. Marcoka and Haley on defense. Face off here in the Storm zone. North Shore will draw there over on the far side. Costley will draw with Hardwick. Hardwick wins it to the far wall. And actually, it'll be Costley who comes away. Loose puck here in this neutral zone and picked up by Linnea Herron. Herron into the zone on side. Herron fighting for it in the wall here with Gifford. Herron down behind the net, Reese. Taylor Reese controlling. Reese skating toward the middle. Marcoca will try. Bentler saves again. Bentler has just been a brick wall there in net today. And she has been all over that place for North Shore today. Face off here. 2:52 on the clock after the stoppage. Face off here in the Storm zone. Warroad trying to keep the pressure on the Storm defense here. Taylor Reese drops it to Hardwick. Into the middle. Reese had an opportunity. It's in the crease still. It's a loose puck. Bentler trying to cover it up. Now a stoppage. Bentler able to get there and cover. 60 shots on goal now for the Warriors. Line change. Starters back out there for Warroad. French, Kalbrenner, and Anthony. Lee and Filling on defense. Line change as well for the Storm. Out there for North Shore. Hoganson back out on the ice with Bright. Hoff still out there with Costley. And also on defense, McGifford. Shot from the outside by Lee over to the near side. Stopped there by Bentler. Warroad will take it. Anthony dropping to French. French shot attempt. Loose puck. Tipped away. Tipped by Bright. And out toward the blue line. Now we're behind the net. Warroad back out to the line with Lee. Shot attempt to the left and wide. Off the wall to the far side here. North Shore will take it. North Shore controlling. Forward pass. Up to Hoff, who will try, and it's just wide there of Raleigh in the net. To the neutral zone. Storm still trying to get it. They pass to Bright to the near side. Bright skating in, defended by French. Trying to check her. Getting there is Bright. Up against the wall, and French will clear to the far side. Anthony into the zone. Anthony stopping it back. She'll try one. Deflected and stops by Bentler to close it up. 1:34 remaining as the clock stops there. Warriors leading 3-2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. Bentler a heck of a job today in net. Anthony off the ice. Marcoca and Reagan Haley on defense again. Taylor Reese out there with Herron. There to draw is Emmy Hardwick. Taking it is Lola Lundgren for the Storm. He'll dump it against the wall here. Marcoca will get there in time. Flip it to the near side. Picking it up is Herron. Herron pass to the middle. Intercepted. Taken back by the Costley. And they're going to get her for offside as the Storm came back into the zone. Offside, and we're going to have a face-off coming here on the point on the near side here on Warroad's side. Here in the neutral zone, 1:16 to go. 76 seconds. Storm controlling off the face-off. They have it in the Warrior zone. 24 shots on goal for the day. Gifford hit by the stick there of Taylor Reese. Reese out and running. Empty net, and that's a goal. Taylor Reese will put this one away. Just 60 seconds remaining. Warroad makes it a 4-2 game. On your Security State Bank scoreboard, it's Taylor Reese, who just crossed over 100 career points yesterday and has her 10th goal of the season here with just 59 seconds remaining in the third period. 4-2 game now. Storm taking the gamble on the empty net. Warroad able to put the pressure on and take it away on defense. And Taylor Reese able to score it off the assist there from Emmy Hardwick. So Hardwick with an assist there on the breakaway by Reese. They go with the empty net again for the Storm. They have 6 on offense. Just 33 seconds remain in the game. They're going to try and get this one forward. Going to have to keep the puck or Warroad will absolutely capitalize on the empty net right now. 22 seconds and Clock will be stopped here. Stoppage and line change for the Warriors. French, Anthony, and Kalbrenner back out there. Mark Koka and Ellie Hardwick on defense. Still an empty net here for North Shore. 22 seconds remaining. Face off here from the center. 20 seconds. Face off one down into the Storm zone. Warroad will get there. It's across in the middle and a saved. And a stoppage here. With just 10 seconds to go, as the goal was knocked off its post there. There's a chance for Olivia Anthony, who fired it across, trying to get it to Kalbrenner or French, and both of them sitting there over to the near side. Face off here. Bentler back in net now. Just 8 seconds remaining. They won't have time really to get her off the ice. Just 3 seconds now, and that will end it. 4-2. Final score, Warroad wins it by 2 on a goal, an empty net goal there scored at the end by Taylor Reese to seal it for the Warriors. 4-2 final score on your Security State Bank scoreboard. A 2-point win for the Warriors, who win their 11th straight, and they snap the Storm's 8-game winning streak. They send them home with an 11-5 record after the loss here. Teams will shake hands. We'll have interviews coming up with some Warrior girls here, as we'll recap things as well. We'll step aside here. Just past 3:20 local time here from the Gardens Arena. And with that 4-2 final score, we'll step aside and recap it when we come back. KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Thinking about a fresh look for your home? Get inspired by Benjamin Moore Paint Colors at Marvin Home Center on Highway 11 in Warroad. With over 3,500 unmatchable colors and the best quality paint on the market, you can create unique spaces that truly reflect your style. And when you buy Benjamin Moore, you're supporting local business. These quality paints are sold exclusively through locally owned and operated retailers. Visit Marvin Home Center today and let your perfect color journey begin. Marvin Home Center, Highway 11, Warroad.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters.
Back here at the Gardens Arena, home of the Warroad Warriors. Again, final score 4-2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And they just announced the player of the game. It was for Warroad, Ava Corrington, with her 2 goals. Firstly, in the second period there, give the Warriors the lead, and then in the third period to give the Warriors a 3-1 lead there at the time. And they also announced the all-tournament team for both sides. For defenders, Adley Vignes for Crookston, one of the players of the tournament, being part of the all-tournament team, as well as for North Shore, Reese Costley, part of the all-tournament team. For Warroad, Emmy Hardwick for the forward spot, with Hardwick, Costley, and Olivia Anthony, the final forward spot there for your all-tournament team as a part of this Hockey Town Holiday Classic tournament. And the in goal, Peyton Raleigh, there as a part of the 3 Warriors getting the honors of the all-tournament team here this afternoon and this week here from the Gardens Arena. And the tournament MVP from Albert Lee was Morgan Goskeson. Had an excellent game here earlier today, scoring the game winner in overtime over Crookston. And from Albert Lee, Morgan Goskeson also scored twice, both goals against Warroad yesterday. Goskeson had an excellent tournament. She is the all-tournament team MVP today for the Hockey Town Holiday Classic here on the girls' side. We're going to go ahead and take a step aside here. We'll be back. We'll have a couple of interviews coming up here as soon as they are able to get up off the ice and come back up here. So talk with them here shortly. We will be back coming up next. KQ92 and YourLiveEvent.com. Happy New Year.
Out a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Hi, I'm TJ Oshie here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. Let's check it out. Warroad is a small town way of life right on Lake of the Woods. Some of the best fishing in the world.
I think what makes us so unique here is within 15 minutes of me leaving work, I can be out on the lake, I can be on the golf course, I can be on the bike path, I can be out in the Beltrami Island State Forest.
Just a fantastic way to grow up and to live life.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters.
In Greenbush and Warroad. And we're back here at the Gardens Arena. Warroad wins 4-2 on your Security State Bank scoreboard. And a big thanks to Peyton Raleigh, who finishes the day in net, and Warroad. And Peyton is your Woods Goods and Warroad Threads star of the game. Peyton, thanks for stopping by to talk with us here on the post-game show. Your thoughts on a great tournament all around for you guys and winning all 3 games here and taking the championship. What were your thoughts on the tournament overall?
I think we played great overall and did great on scoring. Got pucks on net a lot. Did great.
Yeah, and I mean, Albert Lee was a great team yesterday. That they posed some problems for you. North Shore today, they were just able to put some pressure on you guys throughout the game. How do you guys think you overcame that today and throughout the tournament?
I think honestly, just getting more shots on net and just pressuring them just as much as they pressure us. So yeah.
How do you guys keep this kind of momentum going? Now you've won your 11th straight game. How do you keep it going as you take a little bit of a break here, but get going here in the month of January?
I think just continue what we've been doing and keep putting pucks on net and scoring and doing well and trying our best during games. We can keep that going.
Yeah. Peyton is your Woods Goods Warroad Threads star of the game here, KQ92 in your live event. Peyton, thanks so much for the time.
Yeah.
If you'll pass the headset off to Ava Corrington, we're going to talk with the player of the game from today, announced Ava Corrington. I'm going to talk with her. And Peyton, if you'll stick around for just a moment here. Ava, we're going to talk with Ava Corrington here, sophomore, 2 goals on the day. Ava, your thoughts on a great tournament and 2 goals today. What was going through your head as both of those went in the back of the net?
Both of them went in 5-hole, and I think that I just thought if I kept on shooting, one of them had to go in.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, on offense throughout the tournament, you guys were able to put pressure on opposing defenses throughout. What was working for you guys there on that end? What was the mindset coming into today and throughout the tournament?
To just keep working together as a team, and, having fun out there really helps. And I think that we just got to keep doing what's working for us, and we'll keep winning.
And Ava Corrington is your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Ava, how do you guys keep this one going as you won your 11th straight? How do you keep it going into the month of January?
I think that we all got to keep showing up to the rink like we've been doing and just keep having fun.
Absolutely. Ava Corrington, your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Ava, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Take a break here. Be back on KQ92 and your live event.
A big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Tick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging.
Back here at the Gardens Arena, again, final score 4-2. Warriors win it here on KQ92 and your live event. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Again, your Enbridge Energy player of the game today for Warroad was Ava Corrington, and your Woods Goods Warroad Thread star of the game, Peyton Rowley. So Ava Corrington, Peyton Rowley, your winners of those post-game awards here on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com. Final score 4-2. Warroad improves to 14-2. North Shore drops to 11-5. Winners of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic Tournament, the Warroad Warriors. Congrats to the Warriors, and thanks for everyone who and all of our presenting sponsors here for the tournament this season. We'll be back again. More hockey coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll go ahead and we'll end this stream, but don't go anywhere. Warroad boys team coming up with a game against Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. That coming up next. Your live event and KQ92. So long from the Gardens Arena. And also wanted to thank Maddie Arneson for running camera for throughout the tournament today. They'll be running one more game here for the Warroad boys team. Coming up next, KQ92, yourliveevent.com. See ya.